I will cover some of the challenge milestones and momentum, and then we will pass it off for the winners announcement and showcase of both our or all of our customers, partners, and Oracle's winners. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it to TK.
Hi everyone. First of all, I want to thank you all. I want to thank you all for joining this event. The Oracle Analytics and AI community. The Oracle Analytics and AI community is a really important initiative that Ben and his team run for Oracle. I mean, it's a place where all of the practitioners of Oracle analytics and AI technologies come together. We share our ideas. We share our ideas and our innovations and build a sense of community around the technologies and the solutions that we use day in and day out in our daily work. But we also like to have fun while doing so and learn some cool tricks with the technology, learn how to put the technology to its limits and so forth. So I thank you all for participating in this challenge and submitting your ideas for consideration. I took a look at some of the winning submissions, and they look very cool and exciting. But I think the participation is the most important goal, and everything that you do to contribute towards the success and vibrancy of this community is deeply appreciated. So I just want to thank you all for that. And with that, I'll hand it over to Ben to take it from here.
Thank you, TK.
Perfect. Thank you very much, everyone. I want also to thank you, TK, because without him, we will not do this Analytic and AI challenge. He allowed us to do that since now 2 years, and it has been a success. So thank you so much. So I'm going to present the product strategy highlight. My name is Ben. I'm Senior Director of Product Strategy. A lot of you don't know, but product strategy, we are running a lot of program. And basically, our program, it's Analytic and AI Challenge. We have also the Analytic and AI Leader Meeting, which is done by Jamie. We have a Customer Advisory Council where people come to connect, customers come to connect with TK Anand, with Shrikant, with all the product management team, and to share that feedback. We have Customer Advisory Board. We have conference where we send you invitation to come and speak. We have the Excellence Award. We have speaker to different events like the Analyst Summit in Redwood, the Gartner DNA in Orlando or London, AI World. We have also speakers opportunity for different user group that we manage. You have direct access to partner. And finally, you can do also customer video, customer story on oracle.com. and become a community ambassador if you are using our analytic community website. So all this program, we are basically doing that for you so you can help us with the voice of a customer. On the next slide, I'm going also to show you something that we do. It's the data visualization gallery. So if you are, for example, a Power BI user or Tableau user, you know they have a data visualization gallery. We launched our last year, and now in our data visualization gallery, you can post any of your data visualization. You can download the workbook of anyone. We have currently more than 300 data visualization in the gallery. You can use the template. So when you submit your visualization, you have a template like what's your data source, what do you try to do with your data visualization, and so on and so on. So go there, vote. We are going to put the link in the chat soon. Submit your data visualization. Next year, the Analytic and AI Challenge might be self-serve. So we might take all the data visualization that have been submitted during the last 12 months, and we might run the challenge based on that, based on the vote. But you can continue to submit your vis today, and the challenge will be ongoing in the future. So thank you for all who are not only submitting their data visualization, but also voting for that. Here you can scan the QR code. You can join our analytic community. So You can find the news, update, event, forum to ask questions. You can find ID Lab if you want a new feature to be added to Oracle Analytics. You can join user group. You can go to the sharing center. This presentation will be available in the sharing center. You can also download the product roadmap. So our community website, it's where we put everything and where you can interact with all the users, the customers, the partner, the winner of the data visualization challenge. We are going to put also the link. I think Jamie did already, so it's good. ID Lab, so very important. If you use the product and you have some ideas about how to improve the product, go to the ID Lab inside the community and submit some things. For example, here someone say, enable HTML option in text box visual, and he received 104 votes. So when you go and you post your visualization ID or your feature ID, all the community can vote for it. I encourage you to put your ID into LinkedIn, so it's getting more votes. And then what happens, every month, product management is reviewing all the ID, and your ID can make it to the product roadmap and be developed in the next few months. So a lot of you here in the Zoom, I see some of names that I recognize that put some IDs, and now the features are in production in Oracle Analytics Cloud. So again, thank you so much for providing all your IDs. In the next slide, I'm going also to show you the product roadmap. So it's very important. You can download this roadmap from the community website. We publish this roadmap quarterly. So Jamie and Fari and Alex are taking care of that. And basically, this roadmap is showing you all the features that are going to make it to the current version, to the upcoming version, which is in the next 12 months, or in the future, which is after 12 months. So again, it's a very important document. It helps you to navigate what features are going to be delivered in the future and what is going to change in the product. In the next slide, I think I have a few more slides. So we have the annual product survey, same thing, take a screenshot. We will put also the link in the chat. Take please the survey. If you cannot take it now, we can also send you the link by email. You just need to reply to the survey right now in Zoom. And basically what the survey is doing, we are asking you, what do you use? Do you use Oracle Analytics Cloud, Oracle Analytics Server? What do you like? Give us a score from 1 to 10. What do you want us to improve? So same thing, we take this survey, we dump it into an LLM, and we ask the LLM to tell us, okay, what we need to change, what is the product strategy for that, and then we look at what are the best ideas, what's the score, and what needs to be improved. One thing that we did in the past, in the survey, you tell us, hey, we love the product roadmap, but we want a description for each feature, and we implemented that based on this survey. So it's useful for us to get your ideas, and it's working, it's actionable, and we take really deeply, seriously your feedback. Okay, 3 more slides, and then I will pass the mic to Jamie. I want to know to let you know that we launched the analytic data visualization matrix. It's based on a patent that has been just approved by the US Department of Trademark. So basically, this data visualization matrix, you will be able to use it to score your data visualization. And we might implement it in Oracle Analytics Cloud also. So you are going to use a template to score your data visualization, and then it's going to tell you, okay, if your score is 1 to 6, you are a beginner, and it's fine. You will use that for your personal visualization. But if you want to show that to customer or at your corporate level, then you might usually achieve a score of 27 to 41. And then if you really want to have like an expert data visualization, like the winner today, you might want a score of 42 or more. And that is really for the audience of marketing, LinkedIn, during conference, if you want to present that to your CEO, CFO. And how to achieve that, I'm going to show you that in the next slide. So in the template, and perfect, you will see that you have a template like this, and the goal of this template is to take your data visualization, and you can print that and say, okay, Did you put a workbook title? If yes, you put a check mark. Did you put a logo? Did you put a description? Yes, you put 1 point. Did you add a footer? Do you have a custom background? If yes, boom, 3 points. And at the end, you look at your grid and you rank your data visualization, and it will give you a score. And this score is going to help you to do a better visualization. And obviously, there is some guidance. I will have a blog this week, a release where you can work with this matrix and score. Not all objects are needed. Usually, we recommend no more than 6 to 8 data visualization on a dashboard. But to give you an example, if we go to the next slide, you will see that at the left of the slide, we have a beginner level, just 3 data visualization, some color coding, but nothing really, no title, no logo, no background, nothing. So the score is 5, level beginner. And at the right, the same data visualization. This time we use a satellite map. We put a donut. We put a natural language visualization. We put a KPI at the top. We put a filter, a title, a description, a footer. So we move from score 5 to score 25, which is advanced. It's not, again, the top one, but advanced. It's already ready to be used in your corporation. So again, we will release a blog to help you to do better visualization. I wanted to show you that so you can improve. Last thing, but not the least, I want to thank you 2 people that helped to run this challenge in the past. So Maddie has been the one to help me to launch the first time this analytic and AI challenge last year. It was very successful. So thank you so much for Maddie. And then this year, Rasta has been also doing that. We will put the name and the link in the chat so you can connect to them. Thank you so much to these 2 persons that has been working with us to launch the Analytic and AI Challenge. Without them, we will not be able to do that successfully. So again, thank you so much. And thank you for Jamie for finalizing it this year. Jamie, back to you.
Thank you, Ben. So right now we're going to go over some of the challenge milestones and momentum before we introduce our winners. So we had 2,000 plus challenge registrants from over 80 countries. And you can see that in our winners, lots of international presence in the winners. We have over 150 data visualizations added to the Oracle Analytics and AI community in the data visualization gallery from this challenge. We had over 51% of the submissions saying that they used the AI assistant, AI agent, or auto insights. And we had over 30,000 community views. And then also 1,500, actually over that, community votes on these visualizations that were submitted. From that, we devised 15 winners. And of these winners, there's 5 customer winners, 5 partner winners, and 5 Oracle winners. And so this next portion will go over each of these winners. And we will have actually some of these winners speaking live with us today. Others have recordings, and others I will speak on their behalf. So without further ado, let's announce the winner showcase for customers. So this first winner is Nicole Knudsen. She is a senior learning and development specialist at Louisville Water Company. And next, I'm going to show you her description of her dashboard.
Hi, I'm Nicole Knudsen. Hi, I'm Nicole Knudsen, and my submission is called The Hidden Cost of Hiring Misalignment. This challenge was genuinely fun for me. It gave me the space to work on something I care about deeply and really hone in on my data storytelling skills in a way that felt creative and not just technical. This topic is appealing to me because it's something every organization experiences, but almost no one questions the right variable. We blame candidates, the data says otherwise. The analysis is built on a real HR data set, kind of data that HR professionals work with every day. The dashboard follows a three-way Canvas investigative arc. Canvas 1, establishing the cost and surfaces the core question. Canvas 2 runs the investigation, ruling out performance, timing, and engagement as causes, and landing on managers as the variable. Canvas 3 delivers 4 data-backed recommendations with over 500,000 in potential savings. To set the visual stage, I designed full infographic backgrounds in Canva, and I intentionally went bold. I wanted colors to stop you, that inspire, and that make the data feel alive. Those backgrounds were uploaded directly into Oracle Analytics Cloud and layered with live charts. To deepen the analysis, I built calculated fields directly in OAC, classifying manager risk, categorizing terminations as controllable versus uncontrollable, and comparing performance scores across employment status groups. And throughout the process, I used AI as a strategic thought partner, stress testing my conclusions, refining the narrative logic, and making sure each insight earned its place in the story. The result? A dashboard that doesn't just report attrition, it investigates it. Thank you.
So next we have Vaughn Souza. He is a director of student information systems at Harvard Medical School. So Vaughn, would you like to introduce your dashboard?
Yes, thank you, Jamie. So my dashboard in the posting was all about turning an Oracle Analytics visualization into an app-like dashboard. So when I went to design this, I thought about my customers, and being in higher education, I'm talking about advisors who work with students. So I took that dynamic and created a custom visualization. This is a completely custom visualization, not just a dashboard. All of this has been created to around the use case that I'm talking about here. So at the top, you could see I called it performance cards, and I brought in a bunch of fictitious student data with their images, and then used different elements of the custom visualization to analyze their metrics. So, for example, their GPA, their credits earned, their attendance percentage. And then I use that as a scorecard on each of their profiles. So on the main page, I added a search bar. I created all kinds of quality of life functionality to create either less or more cards on a single page, as you can see. And then everything is filterable depending on where you click it. So you click on needs attention, it'll filter to just those students. And you can also sort by their performance metrics. And then clicking on any of these cards will bring you into yet another part of the visualization where you could see their detailed data. So as you can imagine, students over time, through different academic quarters, you could think about this also as fiscal quarters as well, if you want to think about corporate examples. But we look at their performance, their attendance is getting better, their attendance getting worse, and then all kinds of other data points about the student that are either flattened or longitudinally based. So hopefully, and then on the right side, I also added a panel where all of the measures can be visualized in different types of charts, whether it be pie, line, bar. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this. It was very fun for me, and very thankful for the opportunity to participate in the visualization challenge.
Thank you so much. And yes, we did love your visualization, as you could tell, as you're a winner. Next, we have Naveli Garg. She is a student at Mariucci International University. Naveli, I'm going to pass it to you, and you can kind of explain your visualization and your background.
Yeah, hi. So I'm Naveli Garg. I'm a psychology researcher turned AI builder. And for the past year, I've been asking one question from two directions. What does it actually look like when humans and AI work together? So the first direction this led to was Privacend, a healthcare AI middleware that I built that intercepts and redacts patient data before it ever reaches an LLM. I built it because 66% of physicians are now using AI, which is a 78% increase from just 2 years ago, and 2026 is being called the year of governance. The second direction is Ayurvedic, which is a human-centered AI and judgment development company that I co-founded. We built it around one belief: as intelligence becomes abundant, judgment becomes the differentiator. Because AI has no prefrontal cortex, no doubt mechanism, and generates output with complete and utter confidence, regardless of what output it gets or whether it's correct. So the human using the tools using AI brings the doubt. Now, you may be wondering why I'm speaking about all of this rather than Oracle Analytics Challenge. Well, this challenge gave me a chance to connect both directions. What would the outcome data look like over time? Not in theory, but in data. So that's what I built. I built a synthetic data set to find out. They had over 12,000 rows, 3 years of AI adoption across 16 clinicians in this one specific clinic that I obviously created. And the central question here is, should we be using AI on the clinic side, and are we doing it safely? So Canvas 1 becomes the executive view, which holds PHI leakage rates, hours recovered, adoption, and trust scores all in one place, all easy to see, as you can see here. Canvas 2 goes a little bit deeper into compliance, which document types carry the most PHI risk and where human behavior starts to drift. What variance is there in the PHI? What is the PHI leakage or breakdown? Canvas 3 tells the burnout story, which is after hours documentation. It's a direct measure of how much work follows clinicians home, and that obviously dropped in the synthetic data set that I deploy. Canvas 4 is the one that I personally was a little bit proud of because it tracks the trust trajectory, which tracks basically seeing redacted warnings as a separate signal. And when trust goes up while warnings get ignored, it's a completely different story than trust going up just cleanly. So that distinction only shows up if you're measuring the human, not just the model. So I think that's what I keep learning. I'm going to keep it short, and hopefully this intrigued all of you. But what I keep learning as I keep building, whether it's through Privasend or through Ayurvedic or running workshops, healthcare AI is a human-centered design problem first. The model is the easy part. What the human does with it and how we actually see it and visualize it in such data visualizations is what actually determines the outcomes. So this dashboard is just a measurement of what that would look like. And as a first-time user of Oracle Analytics Cloud, thank you to the Oracle team for creating such a space for this kind of work.
Thank you so much. And yes, like Nuyeli said, she is a first-time user of the product. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Next, we have Jinwei Cha. He is a business analytics student at Sunway University as one of our customer winners. He is presenting via recording today. So let me see if I can get that working properly this time around.
Hi everyone, my name is Zenwei. My project is Procurement Spend Overview and Risk Analysis Dashboard. It's designed to give procurement managers, finance teams, and executives a single clear view of where money is going, and most importantly, where the risks are. Go through the visualization details. The visualization reveals 3 critical insights. First, looking at the spend by supplier column chart on the left, the top 2 suppliers alone account for 64.5 million. That is 64% of total spend, is creating significant supplier dependency risk. Second, the spend by category donut chart on the middle left shows the computer equipment dominate at 60% of total category spend. And if you look at the monthly spend trend line on the middle right, there is a notable spike in July 2024. It is the highest point in the entire period, which the dashboard identified as a potential unplanned surge. And lastly, the contract compliant by category chart on the right side reveal the gap is more severe in the computer equipment category, where 16.5 million was spent without contract coverage, highlighting the need for stronger procurement control and compliance. So, overall, this dashboard gives procurement team a clear and actionable views of where the risks are, so they can make faster and better strategy decision making. And this is my presentations of the visualizations. Thank you.
And now we have one more customer winner to review. Anik Sethi, he is a senior enterprise BI engineer at dunnhumby. So congratulations, Anik. We will watch his presentation next. And I apologize. Looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. What I'll do is I will speak on his behalf here. I'll try one more time and then I'll speak on his behalf. See if we can get this to go. All right, well, I will speak on his behalf. So for Monique's dashboard, he did a rideshare operations and performance dashboard. You can see that he incorporated use of icons, so imagery, lots of different visualization types with the ride distance distribution. He's also incorporating the tiles across the top. What I also like to see is the filter, so you could select the date range as well. So you should be able to see that whenever you would go and select from the drop down. But congratulations so much, Monique, and I apologize that we couldn't get your video to work for you this time around. We will post it on the community site though under your entry so other people can view it. We'll also edit it for the recording later. Thank you. And with that, I am so happy to announce our customer winners from these five winners. All five are winners. And we have awarded gold, silver, and bronze to the top three. So without further ado, do your drum roll, please. And congratulations to Vaughn for getting gold, and Nicole Knutson for getting silver, Novelli Garg for receiving bronze, Zinwei Shah as a winner, and Monique Sethi also as a winner. So congratulations, all of you, for being winners. And if you are a customer and you did submit, we really do appreciate you participating in this challenge. Thank you so much for taking the time to hone your skills and show your creations to the community. Next, as we go forward, we will have our winner showcase for our partners. So next, let's see who we have here. We have Miguel Juarez, and I apologize. I am running into a few technical difficulties here with the image. Maybe, Ben, if you are able, would you like to try to see if you can share your screen?
Yeah,
I think
let
I'm
me
having a few
see.
issues
I'm
here.
going to open right away. It will take 1 second. It's slide 42. And let's try to do it on my side. I'm going to share my screen and put it full screen and share the sound at the same time. Here, share sound, optimize for video sharing. Perfect. And let's try that. Okay. You can see my screen, Jamie?
Perfect. Thank you so much. And let's move over to the next slide here. All right. So for Michael's visualization, he actually grabbed a NASA data set about planets around that were pre-Kepler and post-Kepler discoveries. And so with this visualization, he honed in on the time frame of that pre-discovery portion and the post-discovery portion. And as you can see in this recording, you can he used scatter plots, lots of use of color binning. You could see lots of patterns just easily highlighted with his use of color, and we loved that in his visualization. So thank you so much, Michael. I believe Michael was actually a winner last year as well, so congrats. We can move forward here, Ben. All right, next who we have is Ambili. Ambili is an analytics principal consultant at Pythian. Ambili, let's pass it to you.
Thank you, Jamie. I hope you can hear me clear.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Cool. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm Ambili and I work for Pythian as an analytics principal consultant. I'm also an Oracle Ace director and Oracle Analytics ambassador. So it goes without saying that I'm really passionate about the product and being an active speaker, sharing my learnings, explorations within the community. So when I started ideating for this challenge, the one thing I was very clear about was to choose a story with a message which connects with everyone alike. And the story is exactly that, because here I explore the question that impacts almost all of us today: the hidden costs of our always connected digital lifestyle. So my submission is titled Digital Lifestyle Trends, Threats, Trade-offs. And as you can see, this whole story is structured into 3 interactive sections. Trends is the very first section, wherein I'm exploring an interesting contradiction about, the young adults with highest productivity and focus scores, also showing some of the most alarming digital habits. So to showcase, the comparisons, I have actually utilized the dynamic parameters within, and you can see in the very first section the digital background, and you can see dynamically with the choice of parameters or the options, the overlaid charts keeps appearing. So that's a very interactive way. I found it really interesting, and something I followed in the other sections too. The second one being the threat section, wherein demographic vulnerabilities analyzed. And we can also see that I have made an extensive use of the extensions or the plugins that we have as available to embed. And you can see the mobile QR code within the page layout, the dial gauge visualization plugin, also the shape bar chart, which was a very recent one. But I think overall, the whole story got its strength because I started with the AI assistant, when I started exploring my data set. So with the help of the natural language prompts, I tried to uncover patterns which are within the data set. And to add deeper behavioral context, I also created an AI agent wherein I embedded document knowledge with the help of public research documentations which are available on psychological effects of digital media. So that's how, that exploration kind of gave me all the important aspects of comparison and a clarity on how exactly to divide the whole story. So I also made a lot of interactive usage of the tree maps, which you are seeing on the screen right now, which is used as a filter. So you can see based on the selection how the map visualization is getting refreshed. So, and each page has a layout of the question that is being answered in there and the final inference to end with. So, I also made use of other AI integrated features like the explain auto insights and contextual insights, to get more understanding of the hidden patterns, and also to identify key drivers behind factors like stress, productivity, focus, and emotional well-being, which is very much the part of the story. So, very excited to be one of the winners, and looking forward to watching all the other submissions too highlighted today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambili. All right, next we have Darren Gangani. He is a senior consultant at Mastech. Congratulations, Darren. Would you like to explain your visualization?
Sure, Jamie. So, hello everyone. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Myself, Dhiren Gangani. So, I would like to present the first infographics that I have built in OAC, that is a US Superstore Optimization Roadmap. So this infographics I have designed for directors and executives who wants to understand and plan a strategy for organization to transition from volume-based growth to high-yield profitability. So this infographics presents like a market reach to margin mystery in a single structured storytelling journey. So I started this infographics with the first section that intentionally gives audience a sense of organizations scale, such as what is the customer base, SKUs, orders, and state coverage, before it gets dive deeper into the diagnostics. So for that, I have used different tiles, and then I have created like a 4-level diagnostic funnel framework. Which filters broad organizational data into surgical operational directives. So level 1 is like a market magnitude, which establishes our foundational core by analyzing total sales and profits. Level 2 is a profitability collision, which maps a geographic tensions between sales volume and deep discounting, we are pinpointing regions and state where pricing concessions are neutralizing the profit powerhouses. Level 3 is operational friction, which drills into the relationship between product categories and the fulfillment speed to identify what are our yield heroes and what are our value drags. And level 4 is the final level in the diagnostic funnel, which is a strategic pivot, which translates the insight into financial recovery by recovering, like by contrasting peak benchmarks and high risk revenue to define a path to margin stabilization. So yeah, and at the end, I have added like a summary and strategic roadmap for benchmark calibration, fulfillment guardrails, and yield protection. So yeah, with this single storytelling infographics, so all the executives and directors can plan and strategize their row growth model to yield first strategy. And for building these infographics in OAC, I used like a Auto Insight, Explain AI assistant to understand the complex data and to fill and to build a different calculated fields. And also, I founded this free form layout canvas in property of OAC very helpful, where we can do a lot of things like resizing, replacing, conditional visibility, layering. So all this for feature of dashboard, I find it very useful. So yeah, so that concludes my walkthrough of this story. Thank you everyone, and thank you Oracle for giving us the opportunity.
Thank you, Turan, and
Thank you.
congratulations. So our next winner is Tobias Terlinden. He is a senior consultant of data analytics at Broadpin. Tobias, I will pass it to you.
Thank you, Jamie, and hello, everyone. Yeah, let me show you my dashboard that I created for the challenge. The dashboard is built on the data set that was provided by Oracle. It is an example data set for the Superstore US. You can see an AI generated logo on the left side, yes. And yeah, it all consists of 3 pages. On here, you can see the second page about regional and market data. Yeah, okay. And you can see on the third page a more detailed insight of products efficiency. So it is yeah, on every page you can see the analytics about revenue and about the profit and profit margin. And yeah, there are some charts that I like very much. For example, the Sankey chart on this page. The Sankey chart shows you where the data is come from and where the data does flow to, and you have a great overview about the transition about the revenue that is made. And yeah, so yeah, this is very fast. Yeah, again, here you can see the Sankey chart. The width of the bars represent the revenue, and the color represents the profit. So you can see where the profit is come from and in which product categories the profit is made. And on the next page, yeah, you can see the regional things. There are some additional KPIs that I also created for this case. And at the first step, when I created the dashboard, I had no knowledge about the data. And this is a good example for a customer project where you come into and you also have no knowledge about the data. And therefore, I used the AI and auto functions to get knowledge about the data set and to get more ideas what you can use to show to the customer. And I think
Yeah, thank you so much and congratulations. I appreciate it. All right, so our next winner is Phil Godfrey. He is a principal AI and data analytics consultant at Vertis. Phil, would you like to explain your visualization that you created?
Of course. Thank you, Jamie. So first of all, just congratulations to all of the winners today. It's great to see so many excellent submissions in the challenge. So just to give a little bit of background, so the visualization we have on screen focused on the life sciences dataset, and it actually was derived from analysing the dataset in some detail. So as we explored the data, what we found is that some vaccine batches had unusually high numbers of what were called serious adverse events or fatalities. So that immediately raised an interesting question for us, is can we identify patients who could be more at risk? So we built a dashboard which is designed to help prioritise follow-up appointments for patients who received vaccines from batches which had abnormal safety patterns. So what we did is, to make the comparisons fair, we had to normalise the data per 100 patients. That allowed us to help spot high-risk outlier batches, which became the filter and the focus on our dashboard. So when we drop down, we can identify an unusual abnormal batch and we can get some clear insights on what is going on. So what we did here is we grouped patients into 3 simple priority categories on the right-hand side. They are either fall into an urgent appointment, to consider an appointment, or a backlog of patients. And those categories were based on various attributes like the country risk level, demographic indicators, and when the vaccine was administered. And I suppose the great thing about all of this is that we could do it all inside Oracle Analytics. So not only could we explore the dataset in detail using Auto Insights and AI Assistant, but it also allowed us to create the custom calculations. We have the KPI style performance tiles up at the top there. We made use of icons, conditional formatting, all which really adds to extending that message out to the GP practitioners who will be using this dashboard. And as well as that, we could also make use of a wide range of visualizations. So we could uncover these trends and risk patterns. The inbuilt forecasting was particularly useful, which we can see in the line chart there. So we could forecast what the patient uptake could look like in the next period of time, which again feeds into whether a patient requires an urgent appointment or not. For the Analytics and AI Challenge itself, at Vertis, we wanted to use it as a learning and development opportunity. So we had a small group working on this dashboard, and 2 of those users were completely brand new to Oracle Analytics. So that was really great to be able to showcase what Oracle Analytics can do. And overall, the visualization aims to give medical professionals a real clean, data-driven way to prioritize patient follow-up and support proactive clinical care.
Thank you so much, Phil. Congratulations. So next, we will do our drum roll for our winners announcements for our partners. So without further ado, let's see them. So our first place winner for gold is Darren Hagani. And then second place for silver is Phil Godfrey. Third place bronze, Ambly Panathil. And then Tobias and Michael, congratulations. We really appreciate you guys submitting. And we loved your visualizations as well. And again, I extend this to every partner that did submit their visualizations to the challenge this year. We loved seeing them, so keep them coming throughout the year as we continue to populate the data visualization gallery in the Oracle Analytics and AI community. So for this next portion, we will cover our Oracle winners. So our last 5 winners today. And let's move forward here. So our first winner is Isabel Parado. She is a senior solution engineer at Oracle. And let us move forward. She has a recording of her dashboard.
Hello, nice to be here today. I'm Isabel Parrado. I'm solution engineer based in Malaga. I'm really very happy to participate in this challenge. And I will talk a little bit about the dashboard. So data doesn't have to be ugly, and it definitely doesn't have to be boring. When I started this challenge, I kept coming back to one question. What if a dashboard could really be read more like a report? Not just a collection of charts, but a clear story. One page, one narrative, the questions a people leader will naturally ask. Answer in the order they will naturally arise. For this, I use AI early in the process. Not to do the work for me, but to think with me. To challenge which KPIs really mattered, how an HR leader will read the data, and how the speeding could feel more like a briefing than a dashboard. Design was also a big part of the project for me. I really believe that how data looks changes how people engage with it. So I wanted the report to feel nice, editorial, human, and intentional. The result is a living one-pager that takes you from the big picture to why people are leaving, to who may be at risk, and finally, to what actions to take next. Every chart has context. Every section starts with a question. And for anything the report doesn't cover, there is a custom AI agent beside it, so you can talk directly to the data. Because behind every attrition metric, there is a person, and it's still time to act. And to me, the best dashboard don't need a guide. They take you there themselves. Thanks for watching.
Congratulations, Isabel. Next, we have Janavi. She is an analytics architect at Oracle. So, Janavi, I will pass it to you.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, so my dashboard workbook topic is the aviation direct cost cockpit. The dashboard is built around the business problem, that is the airline direct costs, can drift across airports, cost categories, routes, etc. And the executives need a fast way to see not just the total cost and the other performance KPIs, but they actually need to see where the leak is happening and also to recover those and have some actions around it. So the data behind is pretty simple. We've generated synthetic data using AI, and it's the flight schedule data, which is for each flight leg, what are the attributes related to it and transactions, and the flight cost data, which is the operational expense lines, such as the airport charges, fuel uplifts with each flight leg and other cost categories around it. And the dimensional tables we have built around it. On top of all this transactional or analytical data, we've added an AI insight layer, which flags these outliers or deviations data, and it highlights wherever the actual costs are above the expected costs. So as you can see, the first page here shows the KPIs like CASK, target CASK, total cost. CASK is like one of the important aviation KPIs, which says the cost per available seat kilometer. We have shown that in this airplane picture visualization, which kind of looks very cool here. From the first page, which shows the performance at high level, at a summary level, we flow into this page where the CASK and the deviation amounts are categorized along with the AI insights identified for the routes and the airports within these route chart, tabular, and the bar charts. We also add an insight type with the deviation amount, which tells where the deviation amount is more for each of the insights, like the airport charge outliers, etc. And with the second page showing where exactly the drift is happening, we move on to this pulling the levers canvas, wherein the drift is shown along with the recommendations. So we envisioned an AI model behind it, wherein when we feed this data to the model with the help of all the other context, we can show the model comments and recommendations against each of those drifts happening and show what operation levers can be pulled so that those potential costs can be saved. So we've used a lot of cool OAC features here, like the pictograph, which you see here of the airplane. We've created the summary, the warning, and the next steps on the right-hand side to show a summarized view of the canvas so that the user gets a view on one side as well. We've added text, a lot of places where we wanted to highlight a warning or show a drift in the data. The background is created from Canva, and we've used a lot of conditional formatting to highlight wherever the data needs to be seen. So the idea at the end here was to create a story behind the aviation data, which shows the network level cost summary, and it moves into the station level drifts to analyze data at the station that where exactly the drift is happening. And then it ends with the actionable levers so that the leadership can go and do the observation as well as intervene and do the actions around it. I've built this canvas along with my colleague Amrita Gupta, so it's a combined effort. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Over to you, Jamie.
Thank you so much, Shavi. Really appreciate your submission. Next, we have William Wandaraga. William is a senior member of the technical staff at Oracle. So, William, would you like to present your visualization for us today?
Hi. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Jamie and Ben, for having me here. This is an infographic about Puerto Rican and world star superstar Bad Bunny. When the challenge started, I was kind of struggling with the blank page syndrome. But after seeing his Super Bowl halftime show, I got really inspired, especially because, for full transparency, I was not familiar with his music. So you can build a visualization around topics where you're an expert and you want to share that knowledge, or you also can build about a topic you want to explore yourself. My visualization features simple components blended together, including a background image made in Figma. To capture the user's attention, I put a big title with his name and introducing his name in Spanish with a cool font that captures the user's attention. Really common charts, tree map with the social media followers, a timeline for his Spotify streaming for most popular streaming artists in Spotify, scatter plot on the left for his songs, Spotify features, including acousticness, danceability, and other features, horizontal bar chart about his most popular songs. The center chart is a combination of an AI-generated image, a radar bar highlighting his songs features, all encapsulated within a donut chart about his different albums. Wherever there were references to individual songs, there's an option to play a preview of the song with the call to a Spotify URL, like this one. Last but not least, I built a button for users to switch between the dark and light mode, depending on their preference. This required basically me to build two dashboards with a copy of the data in some of the charts to call that color palette, depending on where the user is in the dark or the light mode. Overall, my dashboard combines storytelling, interactivity, transforming this raw music data into an engaging narrative about Bad Bunny's cultural and musical impact. I had a lot of fun building this, exploring this new topic for me. Thanks, everyone. Congratulations to all participants and winners.
Thank you so much, William. Congratulations. Our next winner is Kashka Puri. She is a senior solutions architect for Oracle Analytics, and she is one of our Oracle winners. This visualization may look a little familiar for some of you, but Kashka, I will let you take it away.
Hi everyone. So this is the dashboard that was created for City of Espoo using the slide model. This means that each slide will have a separate section, like all the sections will have their own slides. For the dashboard, I've created like a synthetic financial data set using the City of Espoo, and it have details about the projects, key services, and finances. I have written a Python script, and the in the Python script I have given the for the metrics start and end values. After that, I have combined all the data sets into one collaborative data set, and that collaborative data set is being used in the dashboard to create the dashboard. To analyze the data, I have used Explain Dataset Insights feature, Auto Insights, AI Assistant, as well as the bar chart to compare like the two visuals. The dashboard is intended to be used by City of Espoo leadership, finance professionals, business analysts, and financial decision makers. There are multiple types of visuals that are used, which includes like tables, pivots, bar graphs, pie charts, tree maps, as well as the overlay charts. I've also used the recent features, which is like the column swap features, and I've also used the parameters to like link the filters on multiple tabs. That is like if you change the filter on one tab, it will automatically change on the next tab. Then there is buttons which will help you go from one tab to the next tab. So all these features are used in the visual. So if you like see here, like the filters are mapped, and then these like this is everything is like the new feature, like to include the standard bars within the tables. Like these are some of the new features that we have used here. Moreover, this dashboard tells about the financial KPIs, project details, budget details, profit center objectives, as well as the work satisfaction survey. And you can see the work satisfaction survey on the monthly as well as the quarterly basis. This dashboard is also used to provide deep insights about each sector, profit center, as well as the service area. Along with this, AI Assistant and AI Agent is also being used in the dashboard. So AI Assistant is used to give the insights about the data, like what is the total budget, what was the forecast. So all these details you can ask from the AI assistant. And AI agent is also used to get the information about the custom document that is being attached to the agent. So if like someone asks like why was the project delayed, so all these questions, and if the project was delayed, what is the start and end date of the project, so all these details are in the custom document, and AI agent is used for that custom document. Overall, these two features are making the static dashboard a interactive assistant. So what this dashboard will act as a source of truth for the leadership as well as the analysts, and they can make decisions with using this dashboard. Thank you, Oracle, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Kashika. Congratulations. So our next winner is Varun Ambati. He is a principal adoption program manager on the Oracle Analytics team, and he is one of our Oracle winners. So he is our last winner to announce. If you can stay on, that'd be great. So with that, we have a recording of Varun.
Hey everyone, this is Varun. I'm the adoption program manager on Analytics Excellence org, and I have used AdventureWorks dataset, which is a public sample database representing a fictional global cycling business. This master dataset used in this analysis is like a merged combination of individual source files, which contains sales, products, customers, date tables, and territories as separate tables. And I've consolidated all of these into a single analytical view using creating dataset options in OAC. And then also the whole dataset came down to like 56K transactions spanning across 6 countries. And the timeline that it used is Jan 2015 to 2017 of data. And on top of that, I have used another features to create a couple of analytical data sets for customer journeys and product retention and migration patterns. And the dashboard contains multiple canvases, like I've included introduction to give a high-level view and high-level view of the metrics and how they can use the dashboard and navigate each of the canvases. And there is sales overview, which contains forecasts and regional performance and product and customer behaviors too. And finally, recommendations. So while this is all explanatory, but something that what makes this different is the depth of the OAC's analytical capability that I was using. So I've tried like using machine learning clustering, which has automatically identified 4 distinct product segments, no manual categorizations, which we can see in the product performance. And I have also used forecasting to forecast the revenue trend with confidence intervals. I've tried different models that are available, seasonal ARIMA, and profit and multiple things. But yeah, I've gone with seasonal ARIMA, which really gave convincing forecasts. And apart from that, something that also stood out was I used statistical outlier detection, which in this data set flagged Australia as a high value market and USA as an efficiency gap based on the nature of the data set. And yeah, both were hidden in the plain sight if I wasn't using these kind of techniques, so which were a very great addition. And also I've used Sankey flows, which also revealed great insights, especially around accessories being the cheapest products in the catalog, and also they've been the loyalty engine of this particular entire business. So these analytical capabilities stand out a lot, and they were very helpful in analyzing the data set. So ideally, I would say this is like, if you push OAC, it not just gives dashboard, but it helps you make real good decisions backed by data. Thank you.
Thank you so much to all of our winners. And I am happy to announce our first, second, and third place winners. So without further ado, congratulations to William Monteroga for getting gold, Janvi Kumari for receiving silver, and Isabel Parado for getting bronze. And Varun and Kashka, thank you so much for your submissions. You guys had great visualizations, and that's why you are winners as well. And again, to all of our internal Oracle winners, thank you, or submissions, thank you for participating in the challenge. Finally, we have one more thing to go over. So just want to say thank you. Yeah, so thank you. And I will run a poll real quick. And one other thing while I run this poll, we will be providing the visualizations that we covered today in OAC Public. Give us a week or two to get those up onto OAC Public. But you can see a lot of other web visualizations available in that gallery as well. So check out the chat if you want to see those. With that, thank you again. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.